The title seems to assume you can throw a switch to improve the functionality of the brain quickly and easily. Is this true? And if so, how is it done? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Mike Lally of KnowYourMind.com. Like it or not, today we find ourselves consumed by information. The sheer volume of data coming our way is, well, overwhelming. Most of it is unnecessary noise and completely redundant, but it is difficult to avoid. Given this, how on earth can you tap into the power of your mind, your magnificent brain, to be more creative and productive? You know, there are more than 100,000 chemical reactions happening in your brain every single second, so the capacity is there to learn anything once you have the desire, and a process that aids rather than hampers your ability to learn. So can learning be made easier? Yes, but imagine how wonderful it would be if the sheer volume of noise would just shut up for 5 minutes. And it's small wonder techniques such as meditation are becoming increasingly more popular today. Now, studying harder can make you feel more tired. You can quickly experience the law of diminishing returns. After a bit of reflection, you might sensibly conclude that you're not using your intelligence, your thinking ability, in the very best possible way. The brain works so much better if its total functionality is working in harmony. The idea that your brain can alter its own structure and function through thought alone is breathtaking. Perhaps we've all been guilty of underestimating our capacity to learn new things. But the corollary is also true. Your brain, given it is subjected to such a vast amount of external influence, can be made to feel more vulnerable. One thing NLP taught me is that you can learn techniques to quieten the mind and improve your creative thinking. However, techniques alone are not the complete answer. Knowing how to improve your thinking is much more likely to get a better result. Now, if the brain is fundamentally a pattern matching and pattern making machine, then it makes sense to create new patterns of thinking, feeling and behavior by interrupting those patterns that currently produce ordinary outcomes. They do not get the best result. So how can you tap into the fact that the cerebral cortex of your brain doesn't just allow you to learn, but is always automatically learning how to learn? Just by talking about your thoughts and feelings can alter individual neurons and strengthen the synaptic connections between them. You are a learning machine. That's rather nice to know, isn't it? To better promote your own ability to learn, it's important to recognize that learning something new can be challenging, but made much easier if you approach it in a more comprehensive and sequential way. You know, if you read, write and discuss new information, it has a much better chance of stimulating you and be made to stick. Now, high-order thinking tasks such as analysis, synthesis and evaluation makes all new information access much more likely to stick. Now, learning by doing and thinking about what you're doing is the key. Here are some simple yet useful ways to improve your own learning. 1. Images are much more effective than words. You are more Photoshop than Microsoft Word. Take the time to visualize what you want and create an image of actually reaching the final step when you have accomplished it. Get the evidence, really see it. 2. The brain prefers to process in a parallel, not linear way. So your learning power will increase exponentially if you engage all of your senses when you are learning: visual, auditory and kinesthetic. In particular, include smell and taste if you can, and pay attention to your own internal dialogue. Make it stay positive. 3. New neural networks are established when you fully open up. Just consider new knowledge as a natural part of how you operate, your natural state. See, most of the answers you may be looking for are probably already present in your mind. They're just hidden. So be prepared to explore your own mind and be creative when accessing new knowledge. 4. Effective learning is derived by fully using your whole body and mind. This means actively using your senses and emotions more fully. Interacting with others is also incredibly useful. Just make sure you feel relaxed and content when you're in the process of learning something new. Reject all negative states. Do not inhibit yourself. 5. Learning by doing is highly effective. Anything new is much easier to retain if it is used. Create picture-perfect communication. Pose questions to yourself. Physically, make drawings, use metaphors, analogies and symbols. Really immerse yourself and have fun with learning. Go ahead and reprogram yourself. Thanks for watching. Go to knowyourmind.com and let me know where I can send you something I believe will be of benefit to you. Remember, you have many faces, many skills, many talents and many attributes. So why not put them to use? Just use the power of your brain, your magnificent mind and your brilliant imaginations to steer you towards something that you feel really passionate about, that you would really like to have, but maybe you felt was too daunting or too difficult. Well, it isn't. So until we chat again, take care. Cheerio for now.